Hello everybody, Hyper Mario Sunshine here, and welcome to the latest episode of Death Battle that we're going to be reacting to, and that is Wile E. Coyote versus Tom Cat. And as you can see, I bought one of my cat's Achilles here because, I thought that I'd be bringing someone that is, I'm obviously a Tom rooter, so I bought someone that is a cat, so here he is. He doesn't know what's going on, but he's just happy to be petted. He's purring. Anyways, so yeah, we're just waiting for the countdown to happen. I know I'm recording this a little bit early, so if you don't mind, I will post a timestamp when the actual episode begins for you guys to see my full reaction. But yeah, I'm going to be recording this just a little bit early, just so, yeah, it's now 1 o'clock. He's looking at my alarmo. Oh god, that's very loud. Wow, they kept it a very casual one. I know they had like epic countdowns for the other ones. So another 2 minutes and 40 seconds, so. We will win. We will get the dub for the Cat Boys. I personally voted for this one for the final two of the Tournament of Champions. So this is the Tournament of Champions matchup. Finally being animated, so the winner of that bracket finally is happening. I know some other matchups from the Tournament of Champions have also happened this past like 2024 and 2025. I believe Fall Guys versus Among Us was in it, maybe? I don't remember. And I know Kratos versus Asura was the runner-up, so that one also happened. So we have now Tom versus Wile Coyote. As the winner finally getting in. Apparently there might be also other Tournament of Champions, like, happening. I think Groove versus Megamind was also confirmed because on the Kickstarter, so that one was also on the Tournament of Champions. So yeah, we already have quite a few Tournament of Champion contenders also becoming episodes, so I think this was just a guaranteed way, because basically any episode could get that. We just got a little over a minute left. I'm just gonna hopefully mute everything. As for what I think next time is, apparently they already revealed this at Comic Palooza, and I'm guessing this is the rumor of this time around, because I remember when they revealed Omni-Man versus Bardock early, they told them to come up with a crazy matchup idea for what's next time, and they did Naruto versus Luffy, but which it turned out to be Giorno versus Joker instead. So for this one, from what I think people went to do, was Miles Morales versus Deku. And I'm guessing we're going to get something completely new, because in the Death Battle official Discord, we got a thread made that was entirely for a new matchup. So, yeah, I think if it's for an entirely new matchup and not for a confirmed one, this is going to be our first non-confirmed episode of Death Battle's return of our Kickstarters, so it isn't a revealed Kickstarter matchup, so I don't think it's going to be Aang versus Traveler, or Ash versus Yugi, or, what's it called? Or Hulk versus Godzilla, for example, though, like one of those few. I know there's definitely like a couple more, but... Alright, here we go, and now Achilles is going to go on my bed. Oh, let me turn off the captions. I'm surprised that they have them already. You can see him in the background. And also, look what shirt I'm wearing. I'm also wearing a cat shirt.
He was a foolish trickster who could die and return to life. And to the brothers Warner,
Species carnivorous, vulgaris, roadrunnerus, digestus, Oedipus, anything is. Oh my god, that's the longest thing ever. 207 IQ or so, he says. Eternally hangry, most loyal and occasional employee of Acme. Yeah, that was the longest alias list ever. Interesting. Occasionally speaks, most commonly in his crossovers with bugs, but he is largely silent by Cage E's instruction. Oh boy, we already got some crazy feats going. Actually, Roadrunners in real life are slower than Coyotes, so... Pull out Keystone. Whoa, we got a lot of stuff. Magic paint, Raider gun, laser gun, katanas, blasting powder, DNA dissolver. Oh my god. Yeah, this is like when you have characters with this much history, you expect a lot of stuff. Okay, can Dynamite even work like that? Look who's talking. That means he's like a billionaire or something. He can't even get his stuff. Yeah, like, and the thing is, this is before, like, I don't even know what the heck is going on with that movie anymore, but Wile versus Acme is coming out. Regeneration, immersion, non-physical interaction, levitation, erasure, sealing, duplication, time travel, and more. Whoa. Exorcism. Oh my god. In addition to Daphne's survival of total erasure on 2 occasions, Tombs like Furball ever generated. I couldn't read that full thing, I was too slow. Uh-oh. What the heck? Blew up the sun, grew to the size of a planet, turned into a constellation twice. Survived the impact the size of North America. Matched Roadrunner's immeasurable speed. So yeah, we're already getting immeasurable from Wile Coyote. The Geico Gecko?
Don't account for all of his catastrophes. There's something else, something grander, otherworldly, standing in the way of our furry
They had
friends.
Nagito and Milo Murphy from Murphy's Law.
By God, we mean the closest thing that exists for Coyote and Roadrunner. Chuck Jones. The guy that created them and helped forge the Looney Tunes into how we know them today. Originally meant to be a parody of earlier chase cartoons like, well, Tom and Jerry, Jones established several rules for their animated shorts that superseded Coyote's reality-warping tune abilities. Rules that cover his obsession, faulty products, and the fact that no outside force, not even the Roadrunner, is to blame for his defeat. Just him. While other creatives have altered this formula in the decades since Jones's departure, these rules have effectively made the Coyote's defeats cosmic. God-nerfed Wile
It's
Coyote.
still funny.
All our years making Death Metal, we have never seen a handicap like that. But what else can you expect from our fanatical furry failson? He's the Sultan of Slapstick, the CEO of Second Place, the swing and a miss superstar. As long as he picks himself back up and dusts off the ashes, that'll never be all, folks, for Wile Coyote.
That was fun. That was fun. Give me some laughs.
The year was 1939. War raged in Europe between the British Tommies and the German Jerrys. As the beleaguered English made their miraculous escape from the German encirclement off the coast of Dunkirk, one might have called the
Oh, we got some history. I did see this in the preview.
Oh, wow, is that actually where their names come from?
Actually, that is true. Dunkirk was a very important battle. As someone who is a history major, has a lookalike cousin who is scared of mice.
The formula is simple, and we all know it. Tomcat,
Portrayed by 11 voice actors.
brutal, bone-shaking. I felt that in my balls. Violence ensues, and Tom is reprimanded by Mammy Two-Shoes.
Across Tom and Jerry history has been under various household owners. Identify the era of the cartoons. Yeah, that does make sense, especially for its first owner.
Smirk up that little rat's face. Despite my well-documented hatred of cats, even I've got to cringe at years of propaganda.
Screw you, Boomstick. You will never make me hate cats, especially after him. He's in the back over there.
Tom are actually some of Earth's most successful predators. They can run up to 30 miles per hour, leap 6 feet high, and despite being commonly perceived as nocturnal, they're actually crepuscular and hunt in the dawn and evening. Tom specifically is
That doesn't make a lot of sense why they're always awake during those times.
cats bred to withstand harsh conditions.
Garfield in the background.
Conditions is an understatement. Tom has collected a crazy assortment of weapons in his war against Mousekind. Sure, most of it is the stuff
Wartime supply, conventional weaponry, special equipment, anti-dog spray. Actually, that could work. Magic ring, fairy dust, cat car, cat jet, transmutation, trader's curse, knight armor, rocket boots.
knowledge in the world. I'm partial to the sword of light and dark, which severs you from your own shadow, or the rewind remote, which can move your victim backwards through time. And you can't forget the cat gun,
So that's definitely going to be interaction. The universal
just the cat
remotes versus the other, like the two remotes facing off.
fights over Thanksgiving turkey. Though he often loses his bout with Jerry, it's not usually because he's dumb or incompetent. Rather, he's just genuinely outplayed. And even in defeat, he's one tough son of a gun. He's been crushed, blown up, had every bone in his body broken, melted, and vaporized to dust, and survived. Well, mostly. Tom actually has kicked the bucket multiple times, but little known cat fact, he has 9 lives, as established in the episode Heavenly Puss.
I can't believe that.
Wes was conducting some different kind of research when he stumbled on that episode. Very funny. Even if Tom starts to use his lives up, he has a potion that just restores them. Or he can physically go get them back from hell. All cats go extremely hardcore.
No, they don't. Not all cats go to hell.
He can clone himself.
Not even all cats. Not even not all cats. None of them go to hell.
Break the fourth wall and enter the real world. Yeah, if you only watch the classic cartoons from the 40s, you may be in for a shock. Tom and Jerry gets buck wild, much like the actual inspirations for their names. Thank you, Google. Oh, you're still on this? Toy Whiz. They were actually named after the 2 characters in Pierce Egan's Delightful Life in London, Jerry Hawthorne and Corinthian Tom. It was adapted to the stage with the title Tom and Jerry, which later became a catch-all term in 1800s England for young, drunken rabble-rousers. One could, in fact, say that many rabbles roused the times Tom
Defeated Droopy, the Abyss, Jerry, and Butch. Took Jerry's punishment for 80 years. Dodged lightning and lasers.
Just a bunch of stars now, but he's okay. He tanked an explosion that launched him through time to the Stone Age and has run through space at massively faster than light speeds. That shouldn't be a surprise when he and Jerry have been at each other's throats for over 80 years now. But what may surprise you is the fact that at the end of the day, they're actually friends. And they've worked together tons of times to save the day. Like when they helped a little orphan girl, Robin Starling, find her way home. Oh, that's a nice end to their story. Don't you believe it? Now is when we have to talk about Tom and Jerry Chase.
Uh-oh.
Long ago,
Gotcha time. It's gotcha time.
Furlong Shed battled the tricksy and indomitable Mouse King atop Peach Mountain, leading the goddess Celeste to declare the two the strongest warriors in the realm. And they were, in fact, Tom and Jerry. They were even stronger than Devil Tom, who repelled corruption by the darkness.
What are you doing? No, that's not for you.
Soon the Tree of Life, whose branches encompass all of time and space. Banding together, these warriors use the star elements to dispel the darkness and save the universe. What the fuck? Well, it is completely insane. It is. Chase is a Chinese mobile gacha game whose lore is not entirely in keeping with the spirit of the source material. However, it is officially licensed by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, which means we have to include it in our research. So that the gods may grant us mere mortals some heavenly fun. No. Friendly rivalry aside, though, Tom has actually managed to catch the little rat fair and square a few times. By my count of the original shorts, 19 times. I could watch him on repeat forever. Too bad he's still a filthy feline. The only kitty I truly respect is named after booze. Well then, you're in luck, because the Tom and Jerry of English literature later became the namesake for a famous Christmas cocktail. Because there's no better way to get absolutely trashed than with good old Tom and Jerry.
Alright, hoping Tom wins. Hey, stop looking at it.
Death metal.
It's a bag of nothing. And we got the Death Battle website.
I'm partial to the researcher's notebook. I promise it's not a death note. See, it says so right on the cover.
Not a death note.
There's also exclusive merch for website members.
So what if you put Wiz on there?
Keeps my beer nice and cold. And I guess
I've actually seen coolers before. Actually, my job.
Game Over tea, which won't be available much longer. So if you want,
All right, I do apologize for that.
that's right.
We cut away. All right, let's see.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities. It's time for a death battle.
Okay, hoping Tom wins. House Mouse must asshole-ish, cuz. Felis Cactus Prepatus Victimus. Meepus, the Greater Roadrunner. Coyote Canis Schmuckus. Fight Champions Choices.
Come on, you apes! You want to live forever!
Fat lady, oh my god. That was all happening in that house. Acme High Speed Tonic. I like how they're in Arizona. Oh no, they almost left the video.
Wile Coyote, super genius.
Damn.
One of them actually died this time. I mean, no! Animal cruelty, no! Considering coyotes eat cats, I'm not surprised. While both Cat and Coyote were incredibly powerful, they weren't literal gods who could snap their problems away. They had limitations and weaknesses that could be exploited, especially by each other. Let's first talk their stats. Both were strong enough to contend with universe-threatening phenomena. By comparing Wile to Plucky Duck, Looney Tunes can not only destroy their own universe, but their animators as well. And while Tom could move faster than light, Wile could keep up with the Roadrunner, who could outspeed a car fast enough to travel through time. That's immeasurably fast, and much faster than Tom. Wile gets the edge in stats. Wile's arsenal was a bit better too, believe it or not. Even eliminating the devices that have been shown to malfunction, he still countered everything Tom had. The biggest being the Looney DNA Dissolver, which could render Tom's cartoony healing factor moot and end the fight. While Tom has never been shown to have Looney DNA specifically, the concept clearly has nothing to do with actual DNA molecules. Looney Tunes have been erased completely and still returned, so it's clearly something more fundamental to their essence. And since the Dissolver works on any tunes, not just the Looney ones, it should apply to Tom. But considering how much of a screw-up Wile is, it wasn't a sure bet. Hell, it could have backfired, especially considering how much more competent Tom is. When it came to intelligence, Wile's engineering and scheming genius were often defeated by his own ego and stubbornness. Tom, on the other hand, was consistently more flexible, pragmatic, and victorious in his fights. He definitely gets the edge there. Oh, and Tom has one other big advantage. He doesn't have God nerfing him. And that's the big question. Was Tom capable enough to benefit from Wile's narrative-enforced bad luck and see the DNA Dissolver backfire against him? That bad luck is a core part of Wile's character as a cartoon. So let's call it his, toonliness. To find the answer, we dug deep through the bowels of Looney Tunes lore.
Okay, sorry, I'm like way too like trying to comprehend this.
Yet again, fails against the Roadrunner, but against the villains of the movie, the Monstars, he actually scores. And scores again in the sequel, more than anyone else. But according to Chuck Jones's rules, that shouldn't happen, right? Throughout his entire history, Wile's cosmically ordained failures only occur when he's specifically chasing the Roadrunner, or other tunes the plot bends around like bugs, because that's what Chuck Jones's rules were written for. Coyote and Roadrunner cartoons. And even then, looking closely, they've been broken a few times throughout the decades, even during Chuck Jones's tenure. Without the universe nerfing him, there's no reason to think Wile couldn't eventually land a hit with the Looney DNA Dissolver. Especially when the only reason it failed was because of the Roadrunner's intervention. A direct violation of Chuck Jones's limitations on the Coyote. And especially when it's the only thing that either one had that could kill the other. Despite lacking Wile's narrative impediments, and despite having a better track record overall, Tom ultimately had no surefire way to kill Wile, whereas Wile's superior strength, speed, and looting arsenal ensured his victory. Wile gave one hell of a chase and left Tom Jones in for a rematch. The winner is Wile Coyote. Next time on Death Battle.
Oh, wow, it was leaked. Huh. Also, that early for another My Hero episode?
As a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Okay, well, GG's, Miles, you're going 0-2. Wow, I thought they were bullshitting. I thought that was, I guess everybody was like, yeah, it's my, like, everybody was like, nah, it can't be it. Alright. Well, thank you all so much for watching. It's an unfortunate Tom loss, but what can you do? I wanted my boy to pull it off. And my cat Achilles is laying down on the floor. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you all for Miles Morales, aka the Spider-Man, versus Deku, aka Izuku Midoriya. They're finally getting both, they're running back, and it's against each other, so yeah, that should be interesting. But yeah, we'll see you guys then. Peace.